is critical. So white collar crime is a 20 marker. Paragraph 1, I am going to argue that Sutherland has to go here because he created the term. So for Sutherland coined the phrase white collar crime when studying 70 large corporations. Sutherland coined the phrase white collar crime when studying 70 large corporations. He found laws were frequently violated, but rarely prosecuted, because they were hard to detect or simply invisible, as people were unaware they are victims of crime. Coined the phrase white collar crime when studying 70 large corporations. Found laws were frequently violated but rarely prosecuted because they were hard to detect or simply invisible, as people were unaware they were victims of crime. For Crowell, the impact and seriousness of white collar crime is softened by terms like cons, rip-offs, and fiddles. For Crowell, the impact and seriousness of white collar crime is often softened with language like cons, rip-offs, and fiddles. This shows white collar crime is not reported by the public. My focus here is in paragraph 1 is we don't report it. So the public don't report it. So this shows white collar crime is not reported by the public because people are unaware they are victims through softened language and it being an invisible crime. So we don't report it because the language is softened and because we don't think it's a criminal offence. That's paragraph 1. Paragraph 2, so paragraph 1 is we don't report it to the police because we're unaware we're victims, or the language used suggests it's not a criminal act. In paragraph 2, we say that white collar crime, because that needs to be our focus, white collar crime is not recorded by police. We don't report it in paragraph 1. They don't record it. Please do not record. White collar crime is not recorded by police in paragraph 2. In this paragraph, we're going to do Snyder notes that governments, so Snyder that governments are reluctant to pass laws that threaten the profit of large corporations. Governments are often reluctant to pass laws that threaten the profit of large corporations. Yet the most serious acts of crime in terms of loss of life and financial governments, yet most serious acts of crime in terms of loss of life and financial are committed by corporations. Chambliss notes there is a web of connection between organised crime, senior politicians, and senior police. This shows white collar crime is not recorded. It's not recorded by police because it is either not a criminal offence, or it's either not a criminal offence, or police will ignore white collar acts. Kind of combining the two together. Paragraph 1, we don't report it. The public don't call them up because we don't see ourselves as victims of it, or we don't think it's a crime. Paragraph 2, police don't record it because it's not a criminal offence, so they can't do anything about it, or they're going to ignore it anyway because of that web of connection. Paragraph 3, this is going to be the cause of crime. So the cause of white collar crime is capitalism. So the cause of white collar crime is capitalism. Here we're going to do Bonga. For Bonga, capitalism is based on greed, selfishness, and exploitation. So it is not surprising that crime is endemic. It is a system that is driven by profit over human life or human need. For Peirce, social elites would not survive close legal scrutiny of their businesses or professional lives. The prevailing ideology that crime is a working class problem serves to obscure the extent of white collar crime. This shows that white collar crime is caused by capitalism, making individuals and corporations greedy. Paragraph 1, we don't report it. Sutherland and Crowell. We don't report it because we're unaware we're victims and the language is softened. It makes it invisible. Paragraph 2, police don't record it because it's not a criminal offence, and actually they tend to ignore it anyway. And paragraph 3, the cause of that crime is actually capitalism. Makes us greedy, makes us selfish. Yeah, those 3 paragraphs, actually 2 sociologists in each paragraph here. But the test of white collar crime is, do you know enough about Marxism to create 3 paragraphs with 3 specific themes? So it's not possible to do 3 in each paragraph because those are the only ones relevant to white collar. But it requires good knowledge of just specifically Marxism. That's the test.